Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We are back with game number 1 of the semifinals here in the playoffs. Here we have the Maniacal Mewtwos against the Clemson Incineroars, and these two teams are going head to head to make it to the championship. Mewtwo's starting things off with a not very effective move. Not the greatest thing for them to do. This Clefable, on the other hand, is going to use a blue flare. It's not super effective, but it does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, Sigilif takes a huge hit there. Wow, what a way to start for the Incineroars. That's what they want to see. There goes the Vice Grip coming from the Sigilif. That's not going to do a lot of damage either. The Mewtwo's at the start of this battle can't seem to get it together as the Stomping Tantrum comes through. That does not affect the Sigilif, of course. It's a flying type and you can't use ground type moves. Unfortunate for the Incineroars, this may help them turn things around for the Mewtwo's. There goes the Cross Chop, and still not very effective, of course. And wow, that Clefable is really taking things for the Incineroars here. The Expanding Force comes out. Of course, that will be resisted, but it will put Sigilif below half its health here. So that's going to be a huge turning point for the battle. Incineroars off to a great start. There goes another fighting type move. Mewtwo's can't get it through their head, it seems, and they continue to try to go away at this. Clefable with fighting type moves is not very effective. They're not doing much. There goes the Roar of Time. It's avoided though. Great move by the Sigilif to avoid that. That Roar of Time might have done a lot of damage. Here comes a round though. And it's going around. Clefable finally below half its health. That's a good way to turn it around there as it goes for aromatherapy. I don't think that's going to do anything. Yeah, that's going to fail right there. Unfortunate move for the Incineroars. And here we go. The Side Strike. Now that is a stab move coming from the Mewtwo's. Great job there. Will it take out the Clefable? It actually does. Oh my goodness, the Clefable actually seemed like it was doing better at the beginning of this match, and now it's done. Great job there by the Mewtwo's using a same type attack bonus move, and that's what you need to go for. Now here comes the Appleton. You gotta watch out for those dragons. It could be dangerous. Of course, the Mewtwo's, they have Flapple on their team, so we can see a dragon versus dragon here. Be an interesting matchup. Here comes the Appleton. It's going to go ahead with the Stab Dragon Claw. I don't see Sigilif living through that, and it does, and it goes down. It was a critical hit. Oh my goodness. Right there, that critical hit takes out the Sigilif, and there's 2 Pokemon left on the Mewtwo's. There we go. The Flapple comes out. The brothers going up against each other. Flapple versus Appleton. Dragon versus dragon. We'll see exactly what happens. Flapple, the faster of the two, is going to go first with a rapid spin, and it's going to raise its speed after that hit. Actually does a little bit more than I would expect from a rapid spin, so good hit there from the Flapple. Here comes Appleton now with a Fire Punch. That's going to be neutral, but excellent move there. With a critical hit. Oh my goodness, the Incineroars landing critical hit after critical hit here. Oh my gosh. What a smart move. They came out running. They definitely want to win, but that's going to be a stab Moonblast. And how much damage is that going to do? A huge amount. Appleton at about a quarter of its health right now. Great stab fairy type move right there as the lash out comes from the Appleton. That actually, I think, is going to be a huge hit. And it is. Flapple's below half health. Back and forth these teams go. One good move after another. And here comes the Power Whip. As I just said, good move after another. That's a bad move. Power Whip. I stand corrected. My goodness, it is resisted. But it put Appleton in the danger zone. Wow, I did not expect that. There goes the Rock Tomb. That's going to lower Flapple's speed, and that does a lot of damage too. These moves are doing a lot more damage than I expected them to. That's just a testament to the Pokemon that we have out on the field here tonight. They are playing to win. There goes the Scorching Sands, and that is going to leave Appleton with just a sliver of health. It hangs on in order to do one last move, and it's a Magnetize. Magnetize, not really going to be helpful unless the Flapple goes for a ground type move. It might, but they would have been better off doing a little bit more damage to the Flapple there. And here we go. There goes a Blast Burn. That's overkill. But the Blast Burn hits, and of course Appleton with its 1 HP can't hang on there, and the Incineroars are down to 1 Pokemon right now. Everything is on the line here. Well, not exactly everything on the line. This is only game number 1 of the semifinals for them, but the Incineroars, being the team with the lower record here, definitely wants to get a win out quick. That way, they will have an easier time in the rest of the semifinals. If they go down here, then everything will be on the line for them, and the Mewtwoos are not a team to play around with. We've seen that throughout the season. The Mewtwoos are a very tough team. That's why they're ranked number 1. Here goes the Thunderbolt, though. That's a stab Thunderbolt from the Bolton. Excellent job. That, not very effective, but it doesn't matter. It gets the paralysis and puts Flapple at 9 HP. Excellent job by the Incineroars. And they tried to use a Zing Zap. That would have been not very effective, but unfortunately it doesn't even do anything. Bolton with another chance to attack. Incineroars looking pretty good right now. Uses the Bullet Punch. And that's it for Flapple. It's done. Flapple's done, and here comes the Golurk. Not the matchup the Incineroars want to see right now. Golurk with the typing advantage here. They might not be able to get past it. Bolton can't really use any stat moves against it. It's going to set up a Wonder Room now. I believe that swaps your defenses, so defense and special defense. Is that a good idea for the Bolton? It might be. We'll see what happens. Here comes a head smash, though. Golurk going to lower its head. And, oh, does a lot of damage. Bolton at about a quarter of its HP now. Very close to the danger zone. Oh my goodness, one hit from that Golurk, it couldn't take it. Here comes the Bolton now. It's going to use Smog. That's avoided. Golurk, I think it's going to finish the battle here. Most likely, there goes a Steel Roller. Oh, it fails. You might need to be a Steel type to use that move. That could be what's happening there. Bolton going to go ahead with a Tickle. And that's going to lower the attack stats, I believe, of the Golurk. Yeah, attack and defense. Not a bad move there. And Incineroar is definitely going to need some help to get past this Golurk. But there goes the Tearful Look. Unfortunately, Bolton's going to lose its attack and special attack as well. And that's not what I wanted to see. The point of it lowering Golurk was so that it can do more damage, and Golurk pretty much negated that. Here comes the Thunder, which doesn't work. That's pretty much the strongest stat move that Bolton could use, and unfortunately, as we mentioned earlier, you can't use the stat move against it. Good thing the Blast Burn missed there, because I believe that would have been the end of the battle. Bolton with another chance, maybe use an ice move? No, it uses Kinesis. It's avoided. Oh my goodness, you missed the accuracy lowering move. Why? Oh my gosh, here comes the Noble Roar. And oh, Bolton's stats are falling even further here. And that's gotta be it. I don't know that Bolton can really do enough damage here, even if it does use a super effective move. But here it goes, it uses Flame Charge. That's gonna be resisted, but does a little bit of damage, raises its speed. It was already faster, so that's not gonna have a real effect on the battle. And here comes the Golurk with an Ice Beam. It's the one using the Ice type move. And there it goes. The Ice type move goes down. Bolton is going to lose, and the first win goes to the Mewtwoos. They're up 1-0 against the Incineroars. Of course, they have to win twice if they want to move to that championship. Stay tuned for our next battle. That will be the Sin City Cyndaquils going up against the Jazz Cats as we continue in the semifinals. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more Metronome Madness, and I will catch you next time.